This is a sugar apple, the current best fruit you can get from Seed Shop. And today, we're going to be trying to grow every obtainable mutation on it to see just how expensive sugar apple really can get. But before we can do that, I've got to get rid of something crazy. This candy blossom tree, boys. We can't start this video without getting rid of this. Luckily for us, the game just added this reclaimer, so I don't got to destroy it. I've just got to reclaim it back to its original state. But at the very least, I can go ahead and crop everything and get these big candy blossoms. Like, look at this. Boom, boom. Let me get that. Boom. And let's crop the rest. All these crazy candy blossoms are now cropped, and we can't go back at this point, boys. Now it's time to reclaim my candy blossom. Let's do it. Let's go. Candy blossoms been picked up. Sheesh. Whew. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little nervous. I never really tried this on an event seed, so I was thinking our candy blossom might get destroyed, but here it is. Now we simply got to go in our inventory and plant the sugar apple seed, and there we go. I hope for our sake we end up with a big one. But in order to grow the most expensive sugar apple we can, I have a 3-step plan. And for step 1, we have to grow as big of a sugar apple as possible. But first things first, I'm using my watering can. We got to load this thing up. Water this thing down so we get a full tree. And there we go. Oh, looks like the sugar apple is going to be really small. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, it is what it is. We're going to make it work with this sugar apple tree. That's fine. The actual size of the tree itself doesn't matter. We just need to get a massive sugar apple from it. Now, first things first, is there anything in the crafting shop that can help us? I know there are like sprinklers and stuff like that, like tropical mist sprinklers. Are there any that applies to sugar apple? We got stock sprout sprinkler. No, that's not going to work. Flower froster. No. And watermelon. No, that's not going to work either. Okay, so we don't get any boost from the sprinklers in here, but we can still just utilize regular master sprinklers and stuff like that. Now, first things first, I'm going to pick up all of these chicken zombies because instead we're going to use the mooncat method. I'm going to place down 8 of these mooncats, and we're just going to try to let them do their thing. Okay, turns out we only have 7 mooncats. All right, that's fine. We can use a different pet instead, like this queen bee. All right, now we just wait for these mooncats to all sleep. I heard from someone that even if there's fruit on here, when the mooncats sleep, it stacks up to the next fruit as well. The next crop, I mean. I don't know if that's true. You guys can correct me in the comments down below. I'm just saying what I heard. Now, first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and click a grow all. While we're doing that, I gotta go ahead and pull my trowel out. All right, we already got some pretty massive sugar apples. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Now, let me put this right here. Let me let that soak that up. Let me do this. And let me actually crop everything. How big are these sugar apples? We got a 31 kilogram one from that. Okay, that's not bad, but we need way bigger. I'm shooting for at least 100 kilograms. All right, all these mooncats right here falling asleep. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me use trial. Let me use trial. Oh, this is huge. This is huge. This is huge. All right, let me go ahead and put godly. Put that down. Put that down. Let me use master sprinkler. Where's it at? Boom. This is huge, boys. We got all these mooncats plus the master sprinkler. Hold on. Now let me click a grow all. We got the perfect timing. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. Come on. We should get a massive one. We should get a massive one. Yo, we actually got some crazy ones. We actually got some crazy ones. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That actually worked pretty solid. Now, what are the size of these? One of these is actually gold, which is good. What are the size of these? Yo, these actually look kind of crazy. Okay, I'm going to pick one of these just to see. What does that end up being? 59 kilograms. Dang, we're getting close to what I want. Not quite there, though. I don't think any of these are 100. So let's go ahead and crop all. Let's see the biggest one we got. 42, 55, 59, 47. Yeah, none of these are where I exactly need it to be. Okay, so I'm glad I cropped those. These are pretty big, but not quite where we need it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and click sell all. We're about to sell all these candy blossoms I cropped earlier, boys. Check this out. 1.5 trillion. 1.5 trillion we just went up from that. Actual utter insanity. I'm not going to lie to you. Anyways, now we just got to wait for these mooncats to fall asleep again. Hopefully they fall asleep within the master and godly sprinkler. I'm hoping. Oh, yes, sir. Okay, one fell asleep. All right, now let's go ahead and try this again. Method number 2. Dang, all of them fell asleep over there. All right, you know, you win some, you lose some. Let's see, how big can we get from this? Oh, this one looks crazy. That one looks crazy. These two look crazy, bro. What? Oh, hold on. I think I might have to favorite tool those. These may be the ones, boys. These may be the ones. Favorite tool. I'm going to favorite tool this one. That looks crazy. All right, let me crop everything else. What is that sugar apple? 59 kilograms. If this is 59 kilograms and this looks like it's like double that, that may be 100. Okay, let me crop this. 59, 55. Okay. What is that? 56, 57. And 70. Oh, this is 70. This is 70. This one right here still looks bigger. Okay, so that's got to be like 80. What is this? 72. Okay, so this is 72 kilograms. I'm gonna low-key just keep cropping. We're gonna see if we can get bigger. We still have 7 minutes left on our master sprinkler. If we can get these cats to fall asleep on this, we might be in luck. Come on, cats, do your thing, do your thing. When are they about to activate? 11 seconds? Okay. Looks like a bunch are over here. Oh, come on. Yes. 2 cats about to fall asleep right here. Please. Okay. All right, bet. They're all there. It's go time. Let's see if we can get a massive one even bigger than that. That's gotta be like 75, 80 kilograms. What the heck is it? Worked, boys. It worked. It 100% worked. We did it. I think we got it. I think we got it big enough. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and use trial. We're gonna move this thing away from the sprinklers. I think step 1 already is done. I may be calling it too soon, but I think we got a big enough one. What the heck? It just became night. Oh, this is perfect, boys. This is actually perfect. Now that it became night, we have a decent chance of getting celestial. And if we can get these things celestial right away, we're looking good. But you know what? I'd say this is step 1 of the plan done. We managed to get a massive sugar apple. One of these has to at least be 100 kilograms. I'm willing to bet. And you know what? Just to make sure of that, I got my alt account right here with these raccoons. We're gonna steal all of these so we can get the weight of it. I don't want to crop it. These look kind of crazy, like especially this one right here. Oh, look at that. One of them just came moonlit. Look how big that thing is. Yeah, okay. We gotta have some 100 kilograms ones in here, bro. Let me crop this one. This one looks like the smallest. What is that? That was the smallest, and it was 66 kilograms. What? Oh wait, no, this is the smallest right here. Okay, yeah, these are the small ones. Now I'm gonna favorite 2 of the rest of these, and we should be good. Favorite, and favorite. All right, there we go. We shouldn't see any. Actually, wait, there is one more. All right, we got all the main ones favorited. This is good. Now that that's out the way, we're pretty much chilling. More of them became moonlit. This is perfect. And actually, since we have this star collar right here, I'm gonna go ahead and trowel this and move it right there. That way, if we do somehow get celestial, all of these get hit, hopefully. Oh, we got wind going on right now. Okay, that's actually perfect. Because now that we have step 1 done, I feel like we've got a big enough sugar apple. It's time to get into step number 2, which is converting one of these big ones to rainbow. To do that, now we've got to pick up our moon cats and pull out the butterflies. Now, I'm going to use 3 butterflies just because whatever one of these end up having the most mutations will get converted to rainbow, of course. And here we go. Now, while these raccoons steal this, I actually planted another sugar apple seed just so we can see the size of it. That thing looks pretty dang massive. So once we try that over, we're going to see the size of it, see if this is good enough. If not, we'll continue trying with this sugar apple seed. All right, first off, we got this one here. This is a moonlit sugar apple, and it is 92 kilograms. Then we also have an 83 kilogram one and another 83 kilogram one. Okay, so I was right on point when I said these were big enough. I think we could maybe try to push this one to get it further, but it may not be necessary, to be honest. Let's just see though. Let's just see. That may potentially be bigger. I'm not gonna lie. Could be worth. Let's see. Do we get anyone bigger? Nope, no bigger. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and stick with this 92 kilogram moonlit one. And let me just go ahead and just reclaim the sugar apple seed. All right, so we're all good to go on the moon cats. Now we just have to wait 24 more minutes for our butterflies to activate. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Actually, low-key, while we're waiting, we have to get this thing with enough mutations to even be able to get converted to rainbow. I think it's this one right here, right? Bro, I've actually no clue which one's the biggest. So you know what? We're just gonna take a guess. I'm gonna say that this one's probably the biggest. It's moonlit right now, so let's go ahead and get this thing with pollinated. And now let's get it shocked. Now we just need 2 more mutations before we can get it converted to rainbow. What else can we do? We're gonna place down this polar bear. That way we have a chance of getting it chilled. That's another extra mutation. And then I think I have a bear bee, right? Yeah, let me place that down. We definitely need those extra mutations. If I had a honey sprinkler, I could just place that down to get it honey glazed, and then I could do chocolate spray, and we'd instantly have it. But unfortunately, can't buy honey sprinklers anymore. Step 2 is gonna be a toughie, man. Step 2 is gonna be a toughie. Ugh. All right, let's get spray pollination chocolate. At least we can get that out the way. And you know what? Instead of just only focusing on creating one rainbow one, what if we tried to create multiple? Since they're all around the same weight based off of how they look, we should just make them all be able to get converted to rainbow, or at least 3. That way we're setting ourselves up. All right, second biggest one I'm gonna say is this, and then third biggest I would say is probably this one here. Let's go to unfavorite this, unfavorite that, and let's get these things loaded up. Boom, boom, shock that, shock that. Now this one's moonlit, pollinated, shocked, wet. Okay, once this gets chocolate, it'll have enough. Now let's put this thing chocolate, boom. Now this is ready to get converted to rainbow, and now let's turn this chocolate, and last but not least, this. All right. We need one more mutation on this one and one more mutation on this one. We just have to hope we can get it, boys. This polar bear has to put in work, man, within the next 12 minutes. Oh, I was right, boys. I was right. This one was 100 kilograms. Look at this. Moonlit pollinated chocolate, 106 kilograms. I was on point. I was on point with that. So we actually chose the right one correctly. Sheesh. All right, I got my main account here, and I just found out I stocked up on 6 honey sprinklers before the update dropped. I got it on my phone right here. So let's go ahead and drop those things right about here. Boom. Now everything is honey glazed, so all 3 of these big, juicy sugar apples will be able to get converted to rainbow within the next 3 minutes, which is kind of a bummer because we're going to lose out on the moonlit mutation. That only comes every 4 hours, so that sucks, but it is what it is. Here we go, boys. One of the butterflies is about to activate in 3, 2, 1, and there we go. One of our sugar apples has just now been converted to rainbow. Sheesh. And now the other one. Okay, rainbow number 2. Boom. And rainbow number 3. And boom. That is step 2 complete. We got these all loaded up with 5 mutations and everything converted to rainbow. Now it's time to move on to step 3 of the plan. Get them all the mutations. Starting with OP pet combos. There are many obtainable mutations in the game, some of them just by weather events and others admin events. And just so there's no confusion, we're not relying on any of the admin events throughout this video. That means everything like Dawnbound, Void Touch, Galactic, Alien-like, Heavenly, and Plasma, we're not going to be trying to get those because those are only admin events and we can't get them ourselves. However, there are a load of mutations we can get ourselves, and that's what we're going to be trying to get every single one of. We may miss 1 or 2, but we're going to be trying to get 90% of the obtainable ones to see how expensive this we can get it. We already got it rainbow, which is the best thing we can get. Next, we got to get it wet, windstruck, moonlit back, chilled, which is going to make it frozen, twisted. I don't know if blood moon's still in the game, so we'll try for that. Shocked, celestial, and of course all the other ones like chocolate, pollinated, burnt, verdant. You guys get the gist. For now though, we're gonna go ahead and take away our butterflies. We no longer need them. They've done their job. I'm also gonna keep my bear bee down, but we're gonna pick up the little polar bear. So before I forget, let me go ahead and favor 2 of these big 3 sugar apples. I do not want to accidentally pick these things up. There we go. All right, for the first round of OP pets, we're gonna be putting down the disco bees. I'm gonna be placing all of these down, and then we're gonna go AFK overnight because it is 12 a.m. So we're just gonna let all these disco bees do their thing, and hopefully by the time we wake up, every single one of these big sugar apples is discoed, which we really should have no issues doing that, to be honest. All right, all the disco bees have been placed. The disco mutation is going to be one of the most important ones for us to get out the way, so hopefully overnight we get all 3 of these things discoed. But in the meantime, actually, before we even go AFK, might as well get the easiest mutations taken care of. First things first, got a chocolate sprinkler on my main. Let me go ahead and place that down. There we go. Everything's chocolate. Then I might as well just get another honey sprinkler down. That way I can just pick up the bear bee. There we go. Everything's chocolate and honey glaze now. All we got left is the shotgun. All right, boom, boom, and last but not least, boom. Easy. 3 mutations on everything. And just for good measure, I placed another star color right here. It should reach all the way over here. Actually, hold on. Let me just use my trowel. Let's get the best of both worlds. Trowel, let's move that like right here. That way it gets hit 100% by both star colors. Now, last but not least, we can pick up our bear bee and place down a queen bee. Every 30 minutes, our queen bee is going to give one of these random fruits pollination. But not only that, every 25 minutes, it refreshes the ability of one of my pets. Meaning one of these disco bees will get to use 2 of their cooldowns within 1 time frame. Pretty cool. Should be overall a good AFK overnight, so let's see what we end up with in 8 hours. And all right, after an entire 10 hours of AFK and constantly switching out pets, let's see what we got, boys. Unfavorite tool this, unfavorite tool this, and unfavorite tool that. First off, with this, we got, verdant, windstruck, pollinated, burnt, zombified, and disco. And frozen. So we got the main ones we were looking for, which is perfect. But it looks like we didn't get celestial, and we also didn't get heat wave, which is crazy. So neither our star color or our tanning mirror has been used. After 10 hours of AFK, really? Not even a heat wave? Crazy. All right, let's see if any of the others got the same stuff. This one, also same. Verdant. Wait, this one got moonlit, windstruck, pollinated, burnt, zombified, disco as well, and honey glazed and wet. But this one's not frozen. Last but not least, what the heck? This one has one the other ones don't have. Twisted? What is that? Twisted. Other than that, though, all of them have the same exact things. verdant, moonlit, wind-struck, pollinated, burnt, zombified, shocked, disco, but this one has twisted, which is kind of crazy. Honestly, with this, we're almost there, boys. This is like 14 mutations on this thing. Only thing we're really missing out on right now is sun-dried and celestial. Wait, no, boys, I accidentally clicked E. No. I cropped it by accident, boys. No. Dog, that's insane. I can't even see the mutations on this thing. It's got so much mutations. Bro, I'm actually upset. Luckily, we still got 2 more of pretty much the same size, but these don't have twisted. Okay, that actually doesn't look like that big of a deal because it looks like twisted is only a 5x multiplier, and it doesn't really make much of an impact once you have all these big stuff like disco, shocked, zombified, and burnt. But since we accidentally cropped this thing, we might as well just see the value of it. Question is, why did it come out so small though? Like, well, why does this keep happening? Put y'all guesses in though, ladies and gentlemen. Put y'all guesses in. I really meant to let this thing just sit there, but let's go ahead and see what the value of this thing is. 3, 2, 1, and it is 68 billion. 68 billion? Oh, wait, what? We got night. We just got night. Oh, hold on. We have a chance we could get celestial. Boys. 68 billion for this though is actually insane. Like, you could 100% just farm this thing and just get stupid rich. Yeah, sugar apples, they ain't nothing to play with. I'm gonna go ahead and favorite this in my inventory, and I think these other 2 may be bigger, so we're gonna see what these end up being worth at the end of the video. All I really need is celestial on these though, and after that, we're good. The sun-dried, I think, is less of a multiplier than celestial, so less important. Come on, please, celestial during this night, please. And we don't have any celestial. Damn, I think celestial can only happen during night, so we can't get a meteor shower. Well, what we have to rely on now is trying to get these things sun-dried at the very least. But low-key, I'm actually curious to see what the value of these 2 big sugar apples is going to be compared to the first one. So you know what? That's exactly what we're about to do. I've got my alt account with the raccoons in here once again, and we're going to hopefully get these 2 sugar apples to see the value. How big of a difference will it be from this? About to find out. And here it goes. I already cropped all the other bad sugar apples, so now they can only go after these 2. So let's see. What do they go for? Okay, looks like they're both, those 2 are going for the same one. We need someone else to go for this right one right here. Okay, looks like we got one of them from the right one. Okay, perfect. Yo, this actually looks insane, bro. A whole assembly line of sugar apples. And now we simply just trade it over for my alt. This one is the one that's wet, and then we have one that's frozen. For some reason, the other one didn't get frozen. I think it's this one that's frozen. Yep, this is frozen right here. All right, perfect. First one was 68 billion. Let's see what this one is. This is the frozen one, and this goes for 90 billion. The difference is that big in the weight? I can't even see the weight right now because of how much mutations this thing has. But 90 billion? That's like... The other one had more mutations on it. Now let's see what the wet one goes for. What does this trade for, boys? And 82 billion. Wow. So we've got a 68 billion one, an 82 billion one, and a 90 billion one. We got almost every obtainable mutation in the game on these. Now we are missing 2, and that is celestial and sun-dried. But if we look on the calculator right here, we can see that ours is 106 kilograms because it comes out to 90 billion with all the mutations. If we add on celestial and sun-dried, it comes up to a total value of 158 billion, which I would say is on the upper end of what you could actually get for sugar apple. I mean, this thing's rainbow, it's 106 kilograms, and it's got damn near every mutation in the game. But let me know what y'all thought about this video, and comment down which fruit you guys want me to get every mutation on next. And make sure to hit that subscribe button because we're trying to speedrun to 100K.